When Elon Musk unveiled the Tesla Cybertruck in November of 2019, the world saw a stainless steel wedge that looked like it had been designed for a science fiction movie, not a battlefield. The armor glass famously shattered on stage. The angular body divided opinion, and most people dismissed it as an expensive novelty. But 5 years later, something unexpected has happened. Defense contractors, military units, and even warlords on active battlefields have started turning the Cybertruck into a weapons platform. And the results have been surprisingly effective, because beneath that polarizing exterior sits a combination of features that no purpose-built military vehicle can match: near-silent electric propulsion, a minimal heat signature, enough exportable power to run a field command center, and a stainless steel exoskeleton that can stop handgun and shotgun rounds right off the factory floor. In today's video, we'll break down how a consumer pickup truck became an unlikely war machine and why the Pentagon is paying attention. To understand why the Cybertruck works as a military platform, we first need to understand what it actually is. The vehicle measures over 223 inches long and weighs between 6,634 pounds for the all-wheel drive model and 6,863 pounds for the tri-motor Cyberbeast. The body is made from ultra-hard 30X cold-rolled stainless steel, with panels measuring 1.8 millimeters thick on the doors and 1.4 millimeters on the hood. This is not ordinary automotive steel. It is denser and harder than anything used on a conventional truck, and independent ballistic testing has confirmed that the factory panels can stop 9mm rounds, 45 ACP, and 12-gauge shotgun shells without modification. The armor glass is a polycarbonate layered composite designed for blunt impact resistance, and the Cyberbeast variant produces 845 horsepower, with 0 to 60 acceleration in 2.6 seconds and 11,000 pounds of towing capacity. The first company to take the Cybertruck seriously as a tactical platform was Unplugged Performance, a California-based Tesla modifier that unveiled what they called the Next-Gen Patrol Cybertruck in June of 2024. The build integrated sirens, public address systems, Starlink satellite connectivity, prisoner transport partitions, K9 enclosures, and optional bolt-on external armor plating designed to defeat rifle-caliber threats. They also upgraded the braking systems and fitted forged 20-inch wheels rated for high-speed tactical pursuit. This was not a concept vehicle. It was a turnkey package marketed directly to law enforcement and paramilitary organizations. But the Cybertruck's combat debut came from a far more unlikely source on August 19, 2024. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov posted a video showing a Cybertruck fitted with a mounted 12.7mm heavy machine gun. Kadyrov claimed the vehicle would be sent to the front lines in Ukraine, and for a brief moment, the world watched a consumer electric truck carrying a weapon designed to shred armored vehicles. But the story took a remarkable turn when Kadyrov later alleged that Tesla remotely disabled the vehicle in September of 2024, rendering it completely useless, and that single incident revealed both the promise and the peril of using a connected consumer platform in a war zone. The tactical advantages are real, and they are significant. The Cybertruck operates at approximately 68 decibels at highway speed, making it near silent compared to a diesel military truck. The electric drivetrain produces a dramatically lower heat signature than an internal combustion engine, making it harder to detect with infrared sensors. And the vehicle's 48-volt electrical architecture can export 9.6 kilowatts of power through 120 and 240-volt outlets in the bed, enough to run communications equipment, drone charging stations, medical equipment, or even prototype directed energy weapons like small drone jamming lasers. The steer-by-wire system, which eliminates mechanical steering linkages, makes conversion to unmanned ground vehicle operation straightforward, since the entire driving interface can be controlled by computer inputs alone. And then there is the cost equation. A base Cybertruck starts at roughly $60,000, the Cyberbeast at around $100,000. Meanwhile, a joint light tactical vehicle costs between $400,000 and $500,000 per unit. A mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle can exceed $1 million, and none of those vehicles can approach silently on electric power or export enough electricity to power a mobile command post. The U.S. military is taking notice. In August of 2025, the Air Force Test Center at White Sands sought to acquire Cybertrucks specifically for target practice. The objective was to test how innovative civilian materials react to air-launched precision-guided munitions, operating under the assumption that adversaries will eventually field similar platforms. This is the Pentagon acknowledging that the Cybertruck's characteristics are militarily relevant, even if the vehicle itself was never designed for combat. But here's the pattern interrupt that tells you where this is really going. The Cybertruck is not the future of military vehicles. It is a proof of concept for what electric platforms can do on a battlefield. The US Army is already developing the Electric Joint Light Tactical Vehicle through Oshkosh Defense. GM Defense has tested all electric variants of the infantry squad vehicle, and DARPA's Ground X Vehicle Technology program is exploring how electric propulsion can break the traditional trade-off between armor and mobility. The Cybertruck simply proved to the world that a commercial electric truck with no military engineering whatsoever could stop bullets, run silent, carry weapons, and power a field headquarters. The skeptics are not wrong about the limitations. The stainless steel exoskeleton cannot stop rifle rounds above 5.56 mm without additional armor. The vehicle lacks a V-shaped hull for mine and IED protection. The factory panels are nearly impossible to repair in a field environment, and the 123 kilowatt-hour battery requires either grid power or massive mobile generators to recharge, which somewhat defeats the purpose of silent electric operation. And as Kadyrov discovered the hard way, Tesla's proprietary software and connectivity mean the manufacturer can remotely disable the vehicle at will, creating a supply chain vulnerability that no military can afford. But here's the bottom line. Nobody expected a consumer pickup truck to survive machine gun fire, carry a weapons mount, operate in near silence and power military electronics. Yet the Cybertruck does all of those things, and it costs less than a fifth of what the Pentagon pays for a purpose-built tactical vehicle. The question is no longer whether electric vehicles belong on the battlefield. The question is how quickly the defense industry can build something purpose-designed that does everything the Cybertruck accidentally proved was possible.